As part of the final project, we were required to evaluate replacing C libraries with the modern Rust equivalents. In the first step taken during the OSS project, we had built server and added code that would log the time required to decode images. In the second step that we are doing in the final project, we added this decoding timing to the profiler. The profiler would log the time taken to decode images. It would do this by log profiling the function load from memory. To add the profiler, we made the following changes. We included profile and time profiler channel in the file image cache task.rs. We added a new time profiler channel in the image cache structure and also added a new category in time.rs under server utils, which is shown here. This profiler was called to log the time taken by the function load from memory. As you can see, the profiler encapsulates this function and the value returned by load from memory is assigned to image. This function, this profiling was successfully completed and we were able to decode images. The output for this is attached in the wiki page. The output for image decoding time can be seen by executing the following command. We are running the server to decode this image lena.html and passing a runtime command line argument to display the profiling every 1 second. As you can see, server it's printing the profile time for decoding the image every 1 second. The next point we had to cover in the project was to import the freetype RS library to replace Rust freetype. Rust freetype is a library written to wrap the freetype library written in C, while freetype RS is a new library being developed in Rust to provide the same functionality. The changes we had to make some changes in freetype RS library to include structures and functions that were missing there. So we moved some definitions from Rust freetype to freetype RS. These are the changes you see. This pull request was merged into freetype RS by Piston developers. These are changes in that pull request. The name of the library was changed from freetype to freetype_RS to avoid a namespace collision, because freetype is the name of the library used by Rust freetype also. I added a trait to the ft error type to check whether the error returned was true or false, and we included a structure tt_os2 that provided support for true type font tables. These changes allowed us to include freetype RS in server and we were able to compile successfully. We also added Rust equivalent structure for the TrueType OS table and also added getter methods for some of the fields as seen in this file.
Our next task was to replace the existing C libraries, that is STB image and Rust PNG, that were being used by Servo to render images. We had to use a native Rust library developed by the Piston developers instead. We started off by changing the function load from memory in the file base.rs. This function was using an equivalent function implemented in C. We replaced the dependencies on STB image library and instead used the load from memory function in the new Rust image library. For this, we had to handle the return types for the two functions. The old library was returning a PNG image enum, whereas the new one returned a type called dynamic image. The parameters accepted by both functions were also different. The new library function required the image format to be explicitly passed as an image format enum. To do this, we created a new function getFormat where we extracted the image format using the file extension derived from the image URL. Since the image return type has been changed, we had to make several relevant changes in other files as well. We changed the image type in these files to dynamic image, which brought up a few other issues we had to handle. The issues were of two types. Firstly, where the image depth and height were being extracted. This was previously stored in a struct, but now we had to use a library function called dimensions to retrieve these values. The other issue was related to the pixel data stored by the image. Previously, this data was also stored in a struct. We had to use a library function called rawPixels, which returned a vector of raw pixel bytes. As you can see, the dynamic image type implements a trait called generic image. The functions we used, that is dimensions and raw pixels, are implemented within this generic trait. We also had to change the image format handling being done in a file called rendercontext.rs. An enum called pixel by color type was being used by the Rust PNG to handle RGB and grayscale image formats along with their respective alpha types. We changed this to the color type enum present in the new library. We consequently also had to make changes to the draw image function being called in the same file. We had to handle the bit fits and the source format for the new image format in the function. Using the new library resulted in images being rendered, but not entirely correctly. For example, when we pass in this URL, the image is rendered incorrectly. We debugged the code as much as we could but could not find anything amiss. So we were asked to raise an issue with the Piston developers team that developed this new library to let them analyze our results. We added the code to measure timings for rendering images using both the old and the new libraries. The results suggested that the old library had superior performance. We have delivered this report to the dev servo mailing list.